So I was super happy with the season 3B premiere of How to Get Away with Murder. I really couldn't have asked for a better episode. I loved it, and there was a good ending, and I was obsessed with it in every way. If this is the first video you've seen from me or you haven't watched me in a while, just to let you guys know, I am doing reaction videos for How to Get Away with Murder and other shows, but I've changed the way I do those videos. I will link the How to Get Away with Murder reaction video down below, but I want your feedback on it. Let me know if you like the new format and if you enjoy reactions on How to Get Away with Murder by thumbs upping that video and get that to 100 thumbs up so I can keep doing reactions. But the same goes for this type of format, which I'm not going to do for very many shows. This sit-down format where I'm doing theories and reviews, I'm only going to reserve for the most popular shows on my channel. So I want to know if How to Get Away with Murder is one that you want me to devote 3 segments to. So a live chat, a sit-down video with theories, and a reaction video. If so, please let me know by thumbing up this video. And this one, I want to get to 200 thumbs up to let me know that it is priority for you and something that you want to see. This is an extra step that I take for videos that I feel like my fans, viewers, friends want to see more of than any other. So if this is not a priority for you, I will know if you don't react or if you let me know in the comments. But if you do want this to be a video that or a show that I devote 3 videos to every single week, thumbs up. Let's get to 200 thumbs up on this video. So I want to start off by the title of my video because maybe that's why you came here. I was watching this episode and I was like, you know, I can't really figure out who the person is who killed Wes. It's just not clicking for me. I don't have a suspect yet. And then I was thinking about a certain someone named Meggie. And I was even making comments during my reaction about, wow, you know, I really never liked Meggie. And I always thought there had to be something suspicious with her. But I was like, oh my gosh, she seems so mature. She's handling this really well. She doesn't even seem that sad that Wes died. She doesn't even seem mad at Laurel who stole her man. And then I was like, wait a second, none of these statements make any sense in real life. And to me, she's the only person who has the motivation to want to kill Wes and try to kill Laurel. I mean, realistically, let's think about it. Now, there could be other people involved, other side characters who wanted to get back at Annalise or who didn't know that Wes was in the house, whatever. But I feel like if we've got to name someone who intentionally wanted Wes and Laurel to die, that person has to be Meggie. So as of now, my main suspect for who killed Wes and who wanted to kill Laurel is Meggie. But I'm very curious to see who you think is the person who killed Wes. Down below, let me know. Also, the live chats are so much fun, by the way, and I know everyone can't come to them, but they're 5 p.m. on Friday Eastern time. If you can't come to them, they are on my channel, like about 5 minutes after we get done. I upload it, so you can go watch and leave your comments. I reply to everyone. But there's a few people who brought up an alternate theory that perhaps whoever killed Wes really didn't mean to kill anyone. We know that Frank was supposed to go set the house on fire. We know that Annalise wanted to destroy evidence that linked her to other crimes like Sam's death. So maybe it was an accidental death, you know. I know they're saying it's a homicide because that's the way it's being viewed technically, but maybe we could have someone like Frank actually being guilty because he didn't mean to kill him, but he did. Now, I think that Frank turned himself in at the end of this episode because after Laurel told him that she was done with him, she wished it had been him, you know, she was in love with Wes and she was never in love with him that way. He at this point feels so useless. We know he tried to kill himself earlier in this season. He feels like he can serve no purpose to anyone. And I truly believe he actually loves Laurel, but to hear that she doesn't like him at all, has no feelings for him, wishes he wasn't around, I feel like he was like, you know what, if I'm going to spend the rest of my life in jail, that's fine for me because I have no purpose on this life and I've given up hope. That's why I think he turned himself in. But I'm curious to see what you think about that as well. Shout out to Viola for being the amazing actress that she is. The scenes in the jail were so real. She rocked it. The jail people scare me, to be honest, especially the woman who has been giving her like a sandwich and stuff. I really think she enjoys the fact that Annalise is like on her level now. And I think she could be out to do her harm in the future if they want to continue and build that storyline, because she seemed to really delight in the fact that, you know, she in real life could not afford someone like Annalise to defend her, but now they're in the same boat basically. So I'm curious to see what you have to think about that too. So Laurel is pretty sure that Wes is the baby's father. They did have the mishap that we saw there in the flashback. And I don't know which way they're going to go with this. Like, here's the thing. If she knows that she didn't have sex with Frank, then there really is no debate and Wes is the baby's father. But I did not get from the episode that it was definite that it was for sure that Wes was the baby's father. Even though she thinks that because of the mishap, if she still had sex with Frank, it could technically be Frank as well, you know, Who knows? But I don't know if they want, if Wes is the baby's father, we should just come out with it and move on from that topic. And I think that's better that way because we have someone to carry on his legacy. But it seemed like there was still debate about, is it Frank, is it Wes? I don't know. But I feel like it is Wes, and I want to kind of move on from that. I really didn't like the fact that Hannah, who is Sam's sister, was brought up as a possible person who could be out for revenge or out to kill Wes or whatever. It kind of was brought up in a low-key way. I would be very, very upset if they find out the person who killed Wes was someone who we don't really know, who's kind of a really minor character. Even the DA, who's crazy, would be kind of a bummer to me if she's the one who did it. And I don't like the fact the Mahonies did it. I really feel like if they keep mentioning someone over and over like Connor, that person can be marked off our list. And the fact that Frank confessed, I really don't think he did it in the sense of murder. If he did it unintentionally. That's what I think. Okay, so we need to talk about the fight between Asher and Connor. Now, Connor, I've never really had a problem with him, but I felt like he was a different person in this episode. Like, he really overstepped his boundaries. The abortion comment was way out of line. It made me very angry. I don't think that violence is ever the answer to retaliate against someone, but I do feel like Asher was, I don't feel like that was weird behavior from Asher. I kind of felt like he should have done it, even though, again, I don't condone violence. And it was weird to me that Michaela was defending Connor and wanted him to apologize to Connor. I mean, he did take it pretty far with the repeated punches, but Connor took it really far with his words and he knew what he was doing. Let's talk about Oliver. I've said all along he's shady. I will shout out Ralph, one of my viewers, who had a theory that perhaps he's an undercover cop. He's had this theory for a while, and that's the reason for his, pulling away from Connor, the fact that maybe he needed to come in and take down all of them, but didn't expect to fall in love with Connor, but now is trying to get out of the situation because we know he kept a copy of Annalise's phone records before he deleted them. So that's really shady. So if he's not an undercover cop, then I definitely think he has sinister motives. And he seems like such a nice guy, so it's hard to believe. But he's been so shady. I refuse to believe there's nothing going on. I've had people comment that there's nothing going on and I'm delusional, but I'm just like, no. They've dropped so many hints. There is no way. He's just a very nice guy with no other agenda. Either he has a job and this is his job he's carrying out, or he has a more sinister reason. But I'm not going to believe that he's just a super nice guy with no skeletons in his closet. So they came out at the end of this show saying that the autopsy now reveals that Wes died from smoke inhalation due to the fire rather than being murdered before the fire started. And I can't remember who mentioned this in my live chat, but someone said maybe Frank paid off the people who do the autopsies to change it to that. Now, that's brilliant. I really think that's really perceptive, but I don't know. Because, again, they could also go with the Frank killed him accidentally because he didn't know he was in there if the fact was he died from smoke inhalation. And, again, Laurel did see someone in the basement, but maybe that was Frank who she saw. I don't know, but I really loved the episode. I thought it was right on par with the way that these episodes should be. But again, I need to get this video to 200 likes to let me know that you do enjoy theory sit-down videos for this show so that I can continue doing a third element to the show. And from the response from the live chat, I'm going to go ahead and lock that in. We'll continue doing live chats every Friday at 5 p.m. for How to Get Away with Murder. But just to let you guys know, for those of you who don't follow me on social media, I just added Saturday Night Live. I will be doing live reaction shows. I'll watch it live and then I'll get that up the same night. So if you're interested in that, I hope you stick around for those videos on Saturdays. And also, you can show me you're interested in the content that I am providing you by subscribing. If you have been here and you enjoy one or two of my videos, why not subscribe to see what else I have coming? I will be covering all of How to Get Away with Murder, and I would appreciate that. It helps me out to do more shows on my channel if you would subscribe and interact with my videos. But as always, I love you guys so very much, and I look forward to seeing you in my future videos. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Kelly TV. I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of the Kelly TV family. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with all I'm doing.